Okay, good. Very good evening, guys. Very nice to see you. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Grace, for confirming that you can hear me, and I believe you can also see me. So give me 1 minute. I share my screen. Just 1 minute. All right. Kindly let me know if you can see my screen. Please don't get tired. Grace, Marie, can you see my screen? May I have just confirm if you can see it so that I proceed. Florence, thank you so much. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Oh, yes, awesome. Okay, good. Okay, very good. Very warm welcome. It's another beautiful Monday, and we continue with our conversation on the journey of money. It's a pleasure to be your host. My name is Nyambura, and I'm the one who is going to take you through this presentation tonight. We are already 9 minutes on the hour, so we shall just proceed. And tonight, just in case you're a guest on this call, we want you to know that there is a special way that you can be able to take advantage of through a smart contract to enable you build a crypto portfolio as you journey with us in this fourth revolution. So we basically are just tracking the journey of money. And as we know, money began with the barter trade system, and we have all read that in our history books, which was basically the exchange of goods and services for other goods and services. And then in the 17 and 1800s, the world basically experienced a second revolution where the world was ushered into the medium of exchange, which is the paper money or fiat currency as it's known in financial circles. And as we all know, we are all users of fiat currency as it is right now. I am certain a few of us could be having some paper money in our pockets. But again, in the 1990s, 2000, the world experienced yet another revolution, which is basically the digital revolution or the internet revolution. And the key thing that happened here with regards to money is that we were introduced to the concept of e-money, such as M-Pesa, which is a flagship product of our Safaricom company right here in Kenya. We were also ushered into plastic money, and I'm certain all of us have plastic cards in our pocket, which we believe, so long as we have them in our pockets, we believe they're equivalent to money. And then, of course, we have wire transfers, where basically we can just be able to do, we can exchange money from one bank to another or from one country to another, from just issuing instructions to our bank to move money from one bank to the other. And we believe that that is money. So basically, nowadays we operate with paperless money, and it is phasing out the paper money little by little. Now, the fourth revolution that we basically are talking about is the blockchain revolution. And this one now is introducing us to another completely new concept where the medium of exchange is cryptocurrencies. So we want to look at exactly what are these cryptocurrencies and why should we be interested in understanding them and why should we be concerned about them. Now, of course, each of these cryptocurrency has come in to address a specific issue in the marketplace, just like the paperless money came to really just take advantage of the internet and it simplify the way we do life. So, of course, the flagship cryptocurrency here is Bitcoin. And as we all know, Bitcoin basically was introduced with the purpose of creating a currency that could beat inflation over time. And what this currency has done, because it is limited in supply and because it is completely decentralized in the sense of it is not controlled by any single authority on the planet, it is behaving as a store of value. And what that basically means is, unlike other currencies that don't appreciate in value, this one has been appreciating in value, just the same way people buy land or invest in real estate with the hope or an expectation that over time their value is going to go up. That is exactly how this currency has been behaving, because it is limited in supply and its demand is rising over time. And we're going to look at how it has behaved in a short while. Now, we have another category of cryptocurrencies, and which are being led by Ethereum. And these cryptocurrencies also have what we call, they're also an open source platform. And in essence, what that means is that over and above it being a currency which you can use to buy goods and services in the marketplace, you can also be able to build another product on top of them. For example, you can run other applications on top of them, and therefore they are attracting a community of users who continue to push their value up and up and up. Then we have that category of cryptocurrencies which are of interest to us, and these are basically the stable coins. And stable coins are coins that are pegged to the dollar. Anytime you see a cryptocurrency that has the USD on it, just know that that is a coin that is pegged to the dollar. Its value is always equivalent to the dollar. Now, the importance of such currencies to us is the fact that they give us stability in the market. Now, if you look at these other currencies, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, they tend to suffer a lot of market volatility, which basically means their value goes up and down, up and down. But stable coins, because they are pegged to the dollar, they are always equivalent to a dollar, and they help us so much to be able to do business. Now, we are just looking at these specific cryptocurrencies because at the moment they are of interest to us, but they are representation of many other currencies you can have a look at in the marketplace. Now, there is this particular website called coinmarketcap.com where you can be able to see all the cryptocurrencies in the marketplace at a glance. And at the moment, there are over 11,000 cryptocurrencies, and the market capitalization has now hit the 2 trillion mark again. And this is a phenomenon that we experienced in April. And as you can see, currently the values are back up again. And now they are over 2 trillion in terms of market capitalization. Of course, the leader is, as we have said, is Bitcoin, which is followed by Ethereum, and then Binance, although we are looking at the stable coin called BUSD, which is coming in very, very closely. So we would encourage that every day, so long as you're investing in this space, please take a moment and have a look at this website, because it helps you to understand what is going on in the marketplace. But also it gives you tips, links where you can be able to read some news about what is happening in this space. So this should actually be your crypto Bible or crypto dictionary, which you should always work with. Now, I want to show you how these cryptocurrencies are behaving over time. And like we said, Bitcoin being the leader, we have said that it is a store of value, and basically cryptocurrencies are stores of value. So in a nutshell, what you can see in this graph here, this is a big chart of Bitcoin. From around the year 2014 to around the year 2017, you can see the value was very low because the market had not accepted this Bitcoin and all these cryptocurrencies. But around 2018, the value shot up to around $20,000. And here in Kenya, that was well over 2.5 million Kenya shilling. And this is when a lot of people started having conversations around Bitcoin, started noticing that something is going on in this space. Now, because of market volatility, you can see the price pulled back to around $3,000. But again, early this year, you can see how the market, the value spiked up. So anybody who's been holding Bitcoin, let's say from around 2014, 2015, you can imagine by now their wealth has grown in leaps and bounds. And if you look at all the cryptocurrencies in the market, they tend to follow this habit of Bitcoin. Reason being, most of the investors in cryptocurrencies are basically more or less the same. The people who are having conversations around cryptocurrencies, who are starting to understand them, they tend to behave in a similar manner. So just in case you were not able to take advantage when the values were less, you still have a chance, because as you can see, the value, it went to 68,000, then pulled back to about 30,000. At the moment, it has shot back up again to around $50,000 per coin. Now, look at Ethereum, which is basically following suit in exactly the same manner. And if you look at all those other cryptocurrencies that appreciate in value, this is exactly how they've been behaving. And this is how wealth is being transferred across the world. Now, we like to compare how this economy of cryptocurrencies is behaving with regards to the economy of Africa, and particularly that of Kenya. And as you can see, the GDP of Africa is at about $2.6 trillion. Remember, I have told you at the moment, the market cap of cryptocurrencies is around $2 trillion. So you can imagine this is an economy that is growing so fast. Now look at the GDP of Kenya as of December 2020. The value of goods and services that we had produced in this economy last year was worth $100 billion. But Bitcoin in the same period was able to generate value of over 700 billion. Ethereum at the moment is almost over 300 billion, and Binance is about 80 billion. And most of these cryptocurrencies are less than 7 years. So for us, this just goes to show you that there is so much opportunity that we can exploit in this space and be able to make a lot of money. Then we can bring that money back and reinvest in our economies and help our economies grow. Now, as I said tonight, I want to introduce you to the concept of a smart contract, which you can basically be able to use to help you generate your crypto portfolio. And I'm going to show you practically how this smart contract will enable you build your wealth. But for a start, I want to define what a smart contract is. And I'm borrowing the definition of Investopedia. And according to Investopedia, a smart contract is a programming code that is self-operating. It is placed directly on the blockchain. It cannot be hacked or stopped. And once it is deployed, it cannot be changed. And it does not require an administrator or a company to run it. Whatever it is programmed to do, it is exactly what it is going to do. So in a nutshell, what we are saying here, we are operating in the space of artificial intelligence, where you can program something and ask it to execute the instructions as you want it to execute. So we are working with a smart contract called Forsage, and this particular smart contract is helping us to accumulate cryptos. We do not change them, we don't mine them, we don't do anything to them. We just want to accumulate them in their raw form so that we can be able to create wealth and reinvest back into whatever other project we would wish to fund. Now, this particular smart contract called Forsage is already running on 3 specific currencies. It's already running on Ethereum, and a lot of people have been able to create a lot of wealth in that space. It is also running on a coin called Tron, and currently it's running on another coin called BUSD. So you can be able to invest in any of those 3 particular cryptocurrencies, and over time you will see what that will do for you. But when it comes to just helping you understand why are we keen on using a smart contract as opposed to borrowing the traditional model of business, of doing business, which is more of a centralized project, let me just give you in a nutshell what a smart contract is going to do for you, and you can be able to compare that with what you have done before. If you have been involved in any network marketing business, you know that all those are centralized projects where people create companies, then they create products, then they get people to push the products, and they control the products, they control the money. But when you come to the space of this smart contract, there is 100% decentralization, because remember, the blockchain technology is purely a decentralized system. So in essence, what happens here is that the creators of these cryptos, or the creators of even a program like this, which you're calling a smart contract, they have no control over it. Once they deploy it on the blockchain technology, they lose control, which basically means you have full authority and power to do whatever it is that you want to do with that program, without worrying that the website will disappear, or without worrying that your money will not be paid on time. That is completely eliminated. Now, this smart contract does not require any admin to run it. It is not affected by any management decisions, and you don't lose your funds because they are credited straight up into your personal wallet. And then that basically means anytime you generate income, the income comes to you instantly on the spot. You don't need to process a withdrawal. You do not need to experience any delay with anybody releasing your money. Your money comes to your wallet instantly. And then, of course, with a smart contract like this, you'll be able to generate unlimited income. And then there's 100% transparency, meaning you cannot say that you earned some money and then the money didn't come to you. Every transaction is trackable, and anybody can be able to verify that transaction took place. So let me now show you how our smart contract works. And the one I'm talking about is specifically on the BUSD stablecoin. And in this program, we have a total, in this smart contract, we have a total of 4 programs. But at the moment, the live product, the live programs are the first 3, the X3, the X4, the XXX, and we're expecting the gold program to be made available as soon as it's ready. So let me demonstrate to you how you can be able to invest in this and how you can be able to make money. Now, the first 3 programs, the X3, the X4, and the XXX, they are like, I would want you to imagine you want to buy 3 identical blocks of flats, 3 blocks of flats. Now, each of these blocks has a total of 12 units, okay? So you can see there are total 12 units on the X3, 12 units on X4, 12 units on XXX, and 15 units on the gold product that is yet to come. So if the value of each unit is indicated in these boxes, and it is equivalent of BUSD. So for example, on the X3 and the X4 program, the smallest unit will cost you only 5 BUSD. And remember, we said BUSD is equivalent to $1. So once you invest, and you can only buy a unit once, then the second unit doubles in value to 10 BUSDs, and then it goes doubling in value to 20 to 40, 80, 160, such that the most expensive unit, which is a 12th unit, will cost you 9,900 BUSDs or $9,900. And that is exactly duplicated on the X4 program. But on the XXX, you can see the pricing is slightly different, but it doesn't matter because the price is already indicated here. The smallest unit will cost you 8 BUSDs, then the next one 15, the other one 29, 57, and it goes such that again, the 12th unit, which is the most expensive unit, will cost you 96 BUSDs or $96. Now, when the gold product comes in, it will give us a total of 15 units, and you can see the pricing is indicated here. This particular model uses, for those who have interacted with financial markets and forex trading, it uses what we call the Fibonacci numbers. For example, the smallest unit will cost you $10, then the next one 20, then 30. Then from there, the next unit will always be the value of the last 2. So this one is $50, which is 20 plus 30, and it goes increasing like that in number, such that again the 15 unit will be equivalent to $98, $70. So for you, what you need to now do is you come and buy all these units. The good thing is with this smart contract, you don't have to buy the whole block upfront. You come in with the money you have, and we'll guide you on how you can be able to balance your portfolio on each of these products with the aim of buying all the units at the end of the day, because from there, you'll be able to unlock unlimited income. Now, let me show you specifically how you earn with this program. And I'm going to start with the X3 program. So as you can see, we say the value is 5, then it doubles to 10, 20, 40, 80. So let's look at it practically. And we are going to look at specifically like looking at 3 units and seeing how much do you invest and what do you get back in return once you put your business to work for you. So I'm going to start with the X3, and I'm going to demonstrate on the slot number 1. Now, all of us buy this slot at exactly 5 BUSDs or $5 only. Now, the program enables you to refer as many people as you possibly can. There is absolutely no limitation with the number of people you can refer in this program. When you refer the first person, they will also come and purchase their unit using your referral link, and it will only cost them 5 BUSD. But guess what? You are going to earn that amount of money instantly into your wallet, which means in this business, you only need to refer one client to recover the amount you invested in the business 100%. Then once you refer your second person, they are also going to pay you 100% of what they have invested, which once again means what? Now you're broken even with the first person. With the second person, you are now at 100% profit. Then you refer the third person. The third person recycles you. And recycling is so important because it unlocks, this is where unlimited income is unlocked. So the third person finishes for you a cycle, because in this particular program, you only need 3 people to finish a cycle. So the first 2 people, you pay yourself 200%, the third person recycles you. Now, I want you to notice that in this X3 program, on each of these units, out of a cycle of 3 referrals, you will always take home 200% gain. And that is very, very important. Every 3 people you refer, that is a cycle. You take home 200%. For example, in this investment of 5 BUSD, you only buy this for $5 or BUSDs. Every cycle you make, you'll be taking home $10, and the third one recycles you. You come and do another cycle, again you take home 200%, the third one recycles you. If you're a good networker, you can put in 10,000 people here. And out of those 10,000 people, all you need to do is divide them by 3 and see how much money will you be able to take home. The other thing I want you to notice is this. In this business, there is nothing called a joining fee. Whatever you come in and you invest, that is it. That is all the money you need, and that is how you begin your business. Number 2, there is no monthly fees. To remain in this business, no monthly fees. Number 3, there is unlimited cycles. It's up to you to decide how many cycles do you want to cycle this thing, knowing that for a cycle of 3, you take home 200%. So the more you refer into this business, the more your business grows. Now, I have just picked the smallest slot to show you how you unlock money. Now, let's look at another slot of a different value. If you invest up to the 7th slot, you will buy this slot at only 320 BUSDs. Now, again, the first person you refer, who will also buy their slot at 320, will return your investment in full. The second person will put you at 100% profit of 320. The third person will recycle you. Guess what? You finish that cycle, you start again. So in this particular case, imagine you only invested 320 BUSD. You invested only once. In every cycle, because you're taking home 200% gain, in every cycle, you take 640 BUSD. Guys, can you imagine that? Every time you cycle on this lot, you take home 640 out of 3 people. Where do you do business like that? Now let's look at even a bigger slot. And we are going to look at slot number 10. If you invest up to slot number 10, you will buy this unit at $2,500 or BUSDs. Guess what? The first person you refer and they purchase this slot, they return your money in full. The second person, now you are at 200% profit. The third person cycles you. So in every cycle on slot number 10, out of every 3 people, you take home $5,000 per cycle, and they are unlimited cycles. Now, so this basically goes to show you the work is in your hand. Whatever amount of money you want to earn, you have all the power and the capacity to earn it and to unlock whatever income you want to unlock. You can put any slot here and the value you purchase it for and see every cycle, how much money do you take home? Now, let me demonstrate to you how the X4 program works. There's a slight difference between the X3 and the X4 program in the sense of, in the X4 program, you need to finish a cycle, you need a total of 6 referrals. But the beauty with the X4 program is this. You earn from your personal individual effort, and you also earn from the group effort. So again, let us look at it. In this particular program, for a cycle of 6 referrals, whether they're your direct referrals or indirect referral, you will always take home 300% gain. So what does that mean? If you purchase this small unit of 5 BUSD, you only purchase it once for $5. Once you finish a cycle of 6, with your own people and what the other group will contribute to you, for every cycle, you will take home $15. Can you imagine that? 15 BUSD. You could be a person who has purchased these slots and you're still looking for clients, you're out there talking to people and you haven't closed a deal yet. But because there's a lot of group effort going on, you start noticing your matrix is getting populated. Then before you know it, you have returned your money in full and you're at 300% gain. However, this is a smart contract. It is able to detect who is working and who is not working. So if you want it to keep paying you from other people's effort, you must also be willing to work and pay other people equally. Now that is slot number 1. Let's look at another slot. Again, remember there is no joining fee, there's no monthly fee. The more you refer, the faster your business grows. Now let's pick slot number 7 again. Here we are saying you buy the slot at 320 BUSDs. By the time you're done with a cycle of 6, whether they are your referrals or indirect referrals, can you imagine you bought it at $320. By the time you finish one cycle, you have $960 in your wallet because you're contributing to the group is also contributing to you. One cycle only. Can you imagine by the time you're doing 10 cycles? Okay, if you're putting in your effort and you're on cycle number 10, you are at 9,600 BUSD. Ladies and gentlemen, this is money waiting for you to come for it. Now, let me pick a bigger slot you see, slot number 9. It will cost you 1,250 BUSD to purchase this particular slot. Again, the system plus your effort will make sure you get to cycle, you get your 6 people. By the time you're done with one cycle, you have from your investment of $1,250, you're going to take home $3,750. Imagine if you cycle twice or you cycle 3 times, how much money will you be able to unlock? Because everybody who comes in here will pay you $1,250. And so 3 of them are going to pay you directly and 3 is going to pay the ecosystem. And this ecosystem is also what helps you to earn back from the rest of the group. So it is teamwork. You pay the system pays you back. You put in the effort, you earn from your effort and from the effort of other groups. Now you can take any slot and put the value there and do the maths and ask yourself, where do you get this kind of business? For me, I can tell you some of these units, you can cycle them in a day if you want, you can cycle them in a week if you want, or you can cycle them in a year, depending on how you want to grow your business. But look at the kind of money we are talking about. And every cycle, you keep getting this much. And remember, you only invested once. Everything else after that is pure profit. Now, let us look at the XXX program. And the XXX program works slightly different. Now, for you to finish a cycle, you need a total of 14 referrals. Again, the beauty with this program is that everybody who invests, their payment is always split into 2. It goes to pay a total of 2 people. So it will go and pay one person 30% and go and pay another person 70%. So as you can see, there are 3 levels here. The first level, anybody who lands here, the 2 people, the payment goes to pay the ecosystem. But on the second level, anybody who will land here in your matrix, whether you are there, your direct referral or indirect referral, they will each pay you 30%. And because there are 4 of them, you can imagine there you have already recovered your investment in full and you are at 120. And then there are 7 slots down here, which will each pay you 70%. So by the time you finish a cycle, you're going to earn 580%. And you can clearly see how the group effort comes in. One person payment will pay you 30, another one will pay you 70, depending on where they land in your matrix. Now, we say the smallest unit on the X4 program costs you 8 BUSDs. Now, by the time you finish that cycle, your 8 BUSD grows by 580%, which gives you a return of 46.4 BUSDs. Can you imagine you invest $8 and you get 46.4 just because people are sharing this idea and people are joining this business? Now let's look at another unit. For example, the slot number 5. Slot number 5 will cost you 11 BUSDs to invest. By the time you're done with your first cycle, the first cycle only, you out of your 11 BUSDs, you get 644 BUSDs. Now, you tell me, where are you likely to take 100? This is like 12,000 Kenya shillings. Where are you likely to invest 12,000 shillings and within no time, you get over 65,000 Kenya shillings? Ask yourself that question. But if you refer people to this program, that is exactly what this program is going to pay you. Now let's look at another bigger slot, just to give you an idea. Slot number 7. Slot number 7 will cost you 411 BUSDs. By the time you're done with a cycle of at 580%, your 411 BUSD will give you $2,384. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the power of this program. Now let's look at even a bigger slot. Slot number 12. Slot number 12 will cost you $9,696. $9,696. By the time you're done with only one cycle, only one at 580%, guess what? You will take home $56,236. Now, if you convert that to Kenya shilling, we are talking of nothing short of 6 million Kenya shilling. Now, this business and this opportunity is right at your doorstep. So you can see the higher the slot, the better the returns for you. And you can fast track this cycle by just making sure every day you are investing an hour or 2 or 3 hours or a full day to just talking to people about this business. And this money is yours for the taking. Now, let's briefly look at the final program, which is yet to come, but we want to be ready when it comes. Now, the gold product at the end of the day gives you what you take home is actually 1,020% because 100% is used to recycle you. As you can see on the gold product, for you to finish one cycle, you again will need a total of 30 referrals. And the beauty is this. Each person's payment will always be broken down to pay 3 people. So that is how group effort comes in. It's not necessarily your personal effort alone. So if you refer a person and they come and invest, one payment goes and pays 3 people. One person, the payment will pay one person 20%, another one 30, and another one 50. Now let us look at practically how you make the money. The smallest slot on the X Gold we said is $10 or 10 BUSD. By the time you finish a cycle of 30 people, and you can see because one person's payment is paying 3 people, so the more people we all put in, the more money flows and goes and pays as many people as possible. By the time you finish a cycle on this gold, your $10 will have grown to exactly 1 or 2 BUSDs. Now, this is like investing 1,000 Kenya shilling, and within a blink of an eye, your money has grown to $10,200 because it grows by 10-20%. Now let's look at a slightly bigger slot. For example, slot number 5 will cost you exactly 50 BUSD. By the time you finish a cycle, your $50 will have grown to $510. Slot number 8 will cost you 540 BUSD. Can you imagine? By the time you are done with one cycle, your 440 BUSD has grown to 5,508 BUSD. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is over 600,000 Kenya shillings. Honestly speaking, if all you need to do is to talk to people and show them how they can create wealth with this program, and your money is able to grow by this magnitude, why would you not do it? Now let's look at one more cycle, one more slot. I picked slot number 12. Slot number 12 on gold will cost you 3,770 BUSD. Can you imagine? By the time you're done with a cycle, that gives you a return of 38,400 $454. Now, if this is not wealth, if this is not wealth creation, then I don't know what wealth creation is. And do you know what it will cost you? You willing to go out there sharing this idea with as many people as possible, and you show them that they can get out of the mud of complaining how bad the economy is, because we have been given a totally decentralized economy. How everybody has access on this program on the planet is exactly the way we have access to it. So if we don't exploit this gold, we have nobody to blame. Okay, now that is how our 4 programs work. And let me tell you why we are super excited. We are so excited because the adoption of this technology is at the takeoff stage. Barely has 1% of the world's population heard about this. We are in the category of the minority who have been told that there is cryptocurrencies. We have been helped to understand what this blockchain technology is, and we can see it with our own eyes. Now, if you look at any time a technology came into the system, it always had to go through this adoption curve. There is always the innovation, the takeoff, and the saturation. Now, we do not want to, we were left by innovation anytime from 2009 to around 2017. That is when the innovation was taking place. From around 2018 to now, we are barely starting to take off, guys. So you can imagine being able to create that kind of wealth, and now you capitalize on the rest of the world as it is coming in. When your money comes in, you can convert it to Binance, or you can convert it to Ethereum, or you can convert it to any other coin of your choice. As the majority of the people come in, you will not only earn from them, but you will also gain. You will have what we call capital gain. As the value goes up and up and up, all that opportunity is at your doorstep. And guess what the World Economic Forum is saying? They are predicting that usage of this technology is going to grow by almost 300,000% in the next 7 years to come. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the World Economic Forum, these are the people who control the financial markets of the world. And that is why we pay so much attention to what they are saying. Learn to listen to the right people, because they will help you. This wealth is being created here like crazy. You cannot afford to miss it. Look at somebody like Warren Buffett. He has endorsed this technology. He has endorsed these currencies. Who are you to start questioning them? Because these are the people who know how to make money. They understand the rules of money. So when they tell us that this is an ingenious idea, who are we to start questioning that when we have nothing to show for anything? Anyway, now, how do you get started? Having taken you through the 4 programs, I'm going to show you how at the moment you can get started, but what I'm going to show you applies to the first 3 programs, because we are yet to have access to the 4th program. So we want you to be able to invest on the X3, X4, and the XXX program, because they're already running. The market is already open. So we came up with these recommended packages. And as you can see, the lowest amount of money we are telling you can invest is as low as $53. Now, I know we are just coming from a weekend, and I like to say this. A lot of people on weekends, they blow up loads of cash. I am certain a lot of us here may have spent over $53 over the weekend. But we are saying, imagine you can spare that money and come and purchase 2 programs, 2 units on each of these programs, and begin your journey there. Or you can come with $122 and buy 3 units of each program, or $259, buy 4 units, or you can come with $2,000, buy 7 units of each program, or you can come with $16,254 and buy 10 units of each, or you can clear the whole boat. That will cost you about $60,000. And now because that's your investment, you start putting your business to work, and you have seen on X3, every 3 referrals, you take home 200%. On X4, every 6 referrals, you take home 300%. And XXX, every 14 referrals, you are able to take home 580%. How much money do you want to make? The ball is in your court. Now, once you invest with our team, there are some benefits that we have been making sure we get for ourselves and for anybody who is coming in, especially the new beginners. And one of those benefits is we give you the basic training on how to open your wallet, how to buy and sell your cryptos. And that training is actually coming up shortly after this presentation. My colleague Florence, who is on this call, will be facilitating that. And then, of course, we will guide you on, give you access to our Crypto Academy, where you can educate yourself so that you stop drowning in information and you start getting the right knowledge that will help you in this space. Now, if you invest and you are on any, on level 4 on all these programs, then you will have access to what we call our attraction marketing program and personal development training, which happens every week. We have trainings that happen on Tuesdays, we have trainings that happen on Sunday, and then you will also have access to a bigger team that has been coaching us a lot on attraction marketing so that we're able to attract the right people into our businesses. And then, of course, if you invest up to level 7, you will have access to the training on decentralized finance. Remember, this is a space of decentralized finance, but because most of us are coming from various divergent backgrounds, we want to take you step by step so that you don't get lost, but you learn. And over time, you are going to be proficient in this space. Now, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I come to the end of my presentation. One of the things I would want you and I would challenge you to do, and every time you meet a new client, please make sure you do this for them. Help them create a personal wallet, and the most preferred wallet is Token Pocket, Trust Wallet, or MetaMask. Any of these 3 wallets are very good and they work very well with this program. And then, of course, once you invest, we'll help you download another wallet from Binance where you can be able to buy and sell your cryptocurrencies on your own without needing to ever consult anybody. Because when you start making your money, you don't always want to shout and tell people you're making money. Make your money, go to Binance, convert it to Kenya shilling, convert it to dirham if you're traveling to Dubai, or to whichever currency of your choice. And then, of course, the person who referred you to this call will share with you their Forsage link. Now, I want to, I don't know who's on this call, I want to call out maybe 1 or 2 of my colleagues who have been in this business to briefly share their testimony and tell you how this program has helped them, especially if you're a guest, so that you have an idea. And today I'm going to call Florence Wanyonyi. I can see you, Flo, you're on this call. Kindly, briefly, just give your testimony and just let these people know what this program has done for you and what they can expect as they come on board. Go ahead, Flo.
Wow, Nyambu, look at you. I mean, everything is looking good. I've really enjoyed the presentation. Actually, how it's been, you know, you've really done a good job on it. I don't know what you did, but you worked your magic. So thank you so much. Yeah, for our guests, actually, my name is Florence Onyonyi, and I'm just settling in from quite an intensive day, but I'm so excited because, like Nyambura says, we are here to give opportunity. This opportunity was given to me last year in December when I was just in a space of luck completely, because I mean, I had really lost in the space of business. But yeah, so basically within 2 weeks, my life completely turned around and I have never looked back since then. So yes, BUSD has been, you know, an amazing gift in my life. And, you know, we've earned money. I have earned money, and some of this money has really gone to taking care of some of the things that we have really wanted to be taken care of in our lives. And, you know, so life is good. So I'm basically very, very thankful to God. And I can only say that I was extremely green in the space of cryptocurrency about a few months ago, but right now I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm excited, and it's just, it just feels like a beginning, brand new beginning for me. So, you know, Nyambura, maybe she'll share my account with you, but all I can say is it's really good. I'm happy, I'm excited. And actually we've just been planning around, you know, today with JKK, how we're just gonna do this all the way, you know, so that you can achieve the goals that we have in our lives through this amazing platform. Nyambu, thank you. Back to you.
Please, give me your account. I was looking for my link.
1141.
Sorry?
1141.
Oh, good. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I couldn't locate my link to share the account. So let me show you guys. Flo, maybe you should be candid and tell people how you managed to fund your project, your book. Go ahead as I share your account.
Wow, yes, Nyambu, once again, yeah, actually, ladies and gentlemen, that is my account. I've been able to grow this for the last 8, 9, 10, about 11 weeks now, and over $5,000. And like I say, definitely to anybody out there, that is incredible money. It changes so many things, and I say this also humbly because I know I've done 1 or 2 other businesses, and they didn't give me the returns that I have seen in Forsage within a very short time. So I'm truly grateful. So when I say short returns, quick returns, I'm not trying to say this is a get rich quick scheme. Of course, there's work to be done behind the scenes, and there's patience to be applied and knowledge and all that. But we say the person that invited you here, definitely they'll hold your hand. And that is the thing that also happened to me. I didn't know anything about cryptos, but I was just willing to follow. So in the course of following, I've been able to, learn so much and grow in different areas. So basically, I'm so grateful. But one of the biggest things, combined in Forsage for me is, I was able actually to resurrect my dreams and, of publishing my book. And I had written the book, but I didn't know how to proceed forward, considering I didn't have finances. Last year was a bit daunting for me. Yeah, so the smart contract paid for it all. Wow, Nyambu, I'm super excited. Every time I see someone share a story from my book, I'm so grateful. It's a global story because there's so many people reading it in so many countries. And to me, I think it's just the beginning of an amazing new platform. And so, yeah, I give it all to God, but I thank God so much for the creators of Forsage. Thank you, Nyambu.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you can see, guys, we produced an author and she was able to publish her book courtesy of Forsage. So whatever dream you have, guys, there is no limit. Now, let me just demonstrate something practically with what I was explaining with Flo's account. Let me pick this lot here. This is the X3 program. As you can see, Flo has been able to cycle this unit of 160, meaning the first cycle, 3 people paid her. She took 200% profit. Now she's on the second cycle. Can you imagine? She has already earned her 160 twice, and now she has earned it the third time. She's about to cycle another time. This is exactly what we are saying, guys. Now, let's look at this other program here. Let me pick again this unit, 160. Can you believe she has finished a whole cycle? You can see here she has finished the whole cycle, meaning she has already taken 300% of this amount of money. Now she's ready to start again. Now let's look at the Triple X program. Let me pick a place where she has cycled. For example, this unit, she has already cycled. She has already earned 580% of this amount, and now she has started earning again. Now, there is work to be done. That is not in doubt. If you want this program to work for you, you must be willing to go out there and share this opportunity with other people. Now, if Flo can make this kind of money within that period of time and be able to fund her book, actually Flo even began with Ethereum and she made a lot of money on Ethereum, and she's now earning from her book, and her book is being read. I mean, I bought a copy. I mean, I even attended her launch in, I think in January or February. I mean, when you see people being able to realize their dreams, because an opportunity like this has come at a time when maybe they were really flat on cash, and all of a sudden things change and they start funding their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, that opportunity is also available for you. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with it. So thank you so much, Flo, for sharing that testimony with us. I will close the testimonials. I'll close them at that point. So what I want to do is go back to my presentation. I hope you can still see my screen. I'm still sharing. And we normally have 3 categories of people who attend our presentations. And you could be a category A, where you're like, oh my God, I'm down, or I love the idea and I want to get started. Please get back to the person who invited you on this call and we shall help you get started. Number 2, you could be a B. You're saying I'm ready to get started, but maybe you have a few questions here and there. Feel very free to ask, and we'll help you get started. Or you could just be a C and you're like, I love the ideas, but maybe this is not the right time. You know what? This business is not going to go anywhere. We started, people started investing in the Forsage smart contract as early as February last year. It is now on 3 different coins. So it's not going anywhere. When you're ready, please come back to us. Now, in closing, we normally do these Zoom presentations every single day at exactly 8 p.m. Whether you are a member or you are a guest, kindly feel free to attend as many times as possible, because you get to learn and you get to be equipped so that you can be able to do this on your own. Even when you meet your clients and you're just by yourself, you know exactly what to tell the customers. Number two, we are doing a lot of satellite meetings of in different towns. Every Tuesday, we do a meeting in town at Salehe. So tomorrow there shall be a support team in Salehe. Please feel free to send any of your clients who are within the CBD or who are able to come to CBD, send them there. Salehe is on Koinange Street at the former Jamibora Bank building. Then every Wednesday we go to Thika. Kindly, if you have any clients that you need to refer to the team or you can come and accompany them, come to Thika. We always release the brochures on time. And every Thursday we have meetings that happen at Triple O along Utawara, in Utawara along the Eastern Bypass. Then every Friday, there are meetings that are happening in Nakuru, and every Saturday, there are meetings happening in Kitengela. And then there's also a physical office in Kileleshwa for those who want to visit that office and for those who have clients around that area. So you have all the resources you need to be able to grow your business, guys. Let us go out and grow this business. We have ourselves, we have the opportunity, and in the next 1 or 2 years, I'm telling you guys, we will be looking back and saying, we are grateful we did what we are doing right now. So with that, allow me to end this call. Thank you so much for staying on board with me. Flo will immediately get into the training for beginners, basically. So please stay put, whether you're a guest or a member, stay put, and let us learn from Flo. So with that, thank you so much, guys. Get back to the person who invited you, and we shall help you get started in this business. God bless you, and have a good evening.
Wow, Nyambu, thank you so much for that. Let me see. I think I will require you to make me host.
Yes, so that, and I need to, how do I add the